Ultra XP data mining. Namor crystals in arena drop tomorrow. And the community are angry over the Hyperion can't stop, won't stop node. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for the 12th of June 2019. Before going anywhere, could you please help me out by hitting the like button as well as the subscribe button if you're indeed new to the channel. Thanks for clicking those things, but without further ado, let's get into the news. First story up is energy costs. For a lot of players, you may not be realizing how much it actually takes and how much it costs to get yourself through the content. I've just 100%ed uncollected heroic and master, which I can assure you did cost a lot of energy refills. But when you're looking at the extent of cost of it, and obviously this is a month where you've got to do your normal heroic, master and uncollected to get the full amount of coral required in order to do these lovely rifts here, you'll understand that there's a lot of energy spend required. But when it's compared with other months, this is not too bad, but it's not too brilliant at the same time. If you look at the Living Death That Walks, which was released a couple months ago, you can see that Uncollected was incredibly high, ridiculously high, unfairly high at 1799, and then going across to Master and Heroic and the other difficulties was a natural spend of 1297. As still, this month is higher up than the rest, but at least it's a little bit lower than Uncollected. And even though the energy spend looked, well, quite good last month for the month of May, it does feel that this was still very frustrating because of the extent of content on. Yes, it was 40 odd days, but the fact is the extent of energy spend was just ridiculously high, especially for a lot of players doing a lot of other content. There needs to be some sort of midway point, and maybe there's a point of time saying, look, Kabam, could you run something that's an energy refill type deal of some kind just to be good for this? And a lot of players have even said to me, like, would it be best if they were just reduced in price from 30 units down to 20, maybe even a little bit lower than that? But I'll throw that question over to you guys, make that a question of the day. Should you think that energy refill costs based on content increasing with paths and amount of energy costs required, should it be reduced down? Should we have that reduced down to a better unit cost? Your thoughts in the comment section below. Next up, an Atlantean Rifts. Are you getting lucky? Well, some people are, other people not so much. First of all, I got sent this by Hypo on Discord. By the way, join my Discord server, link is in the description. And he showed this and was like, okay, so we got a 5-star crystal. That is pretty darn decent out of one of these rifts. And the next thing is, down below, he pulled an Aegon. I tell you what, doesn't get more luckier than that. But it doesn't stop there. So XNIG picked up a 5-star Mutant Awakening gem. Lucky bugger, especially if think that person would get Namor in like tomorrow. You'd be like, that would frustrate you. Ben SHB picks up a fully formed 5-star crystal. 7 on 15 picks up a fully formed featured 5-star crystal. Man, that's some good luck there. But obviously he picks up a Rhino, not too bad. And then going down to this one here, and someone picking up a Ghost Rider. So people are indeed getting lucky with these rifts. The question I want to pass off to you is, do you feel that your rift luck is better this time around than it was last time? Because at the moment, I'm seeing a lot of people getting some good stuff over the bad things, but there are still people getting stuff that's not exactly the most ideal stuff. They're going unstable most of the time, getting unlucky, or maybe they're going stable and just getting some mediocre stuff, or maybe the lowest form of stuff that you can get from stable. What are your thoughts? Do you feel that you're more lucky this time? Do you think Kabam has scaled it better? Put them in the comment section below. Hopefully you can get some better stuff. I'm still yet to do mine, so I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen. Hopefully some good stuff. Next up, and it looks like we've had the return of the featured store, the special time when they decide to put some really exclusive items in, some real nice stuff, some stuff that maybe you'd find a bit difficult to pick up with just a standard grind. These are with the purchase of units, and it's completely up to you if you choose to go down the route to purchase these things. There's 5-star signature stones. There's signature stone crystals. There's Grandmaster shards. There's also 6-star. There's 5-stars as well. There's a whole lot of stuff. But do bear in mind, as soon as you purchase at a certain amount, they then start devaluing in the price of purchase. So I'd probably say only purchase 5 of the 5-star shards, 5 of X thing, Y thing. Just make a sure assumption of which ones are the best buys from this store. If you are in the market to spend your units, if people are looking to buy units for the purpose of spending on here, spend cautiously and sparingly. Don't feel too desperate, especially with Namor crystals right around the corner. I know a lot of people will be going for them, but there are the things to watch out for. So yes, thanks to Blizz for sending this through, and yeah, it just highlights the points I said a moment ago. The more you purchase, the more there is a chance that it will devalue. So for example, trying to get 2,000 of the Grandmaster shards in order to fully form a Grandmaster crystal is more than the cost of a Grandmaster crystal. So do bear that in mind when you're thinking of getting a lot of this stuff. But yes, go grab a bargain while you still have the chance to. You still got a couple more days. Next up, on Otrux be data mining. He's found some really cool stuff for July to look out for. The first thing really is illusions. Now, what are illusions? They are going to be some sort of thing that you may open. They're appearing everywhere. They're similar to like some type of portal thing. Not similar to this month's. It's maybe going to be a little bit different. Maybe it's going to be something similar to like MCOC Hotel and the way that kind of works and randomizes. I don't know. But it looks like there's going to be something new, something you can get as a reward. Illusions collected for some kind of reason. Are they like antimatter? More will be revealed. But also it looks like there's a way to gather more champions, which we'll talk about in a moment, some special type of crystals. And finally, as you know, we're going to see a stealth suit version of Spider-Man. A lot of very different feelings towards that, but hopefully it's going to be another fun champion to play. There looks to be special crystals called Homesick Crystals costing 150 units. But not only that, it looks like you're able to get more of a guaranteed 4-star or 5-star champion that is more likely Spider-Verse related, which is up here. Now, that is quite weird because I don't think we've had that in the past, and this may be a new thing for the future, where 4 stars and 5 stars being the more... Well, 4 stars are out of kind of usage for a lot of endgame players, and 5-star versions are going to start going that way, but obviously more of a call for resources for ranking up 565 5 stars as well as rank 2 and further for 6 stars. But what is this? This would be fun to see. Whether or not it'd be 150 units, I doubt it. I probably think that would be about 300 units a piece. But we'll have to see when the event goes live next month as to the full ins and outs of these crystals. Next up, and people speculating about next month, it's going to involve pain, more pain, lots of pain, lots of pain. It's going to be very painful next month. Ooh, pain of chocolat. And now on to the can't stop, won't stop Hyperion story. This is something that has been frustrating a lot of players, especially for those that run map 5. And yeah, it is not very good. A lot of players are pointing out at this point in time, it does seem very much like a cash grab, especially with certain things like empathic and the ability to stop down things that power lock. And obviously with Hyperion, you want to be able to power lock out off the offset, off the bat. You've got to be power locking quickly. Because let's face it, if the champion is going to be gaining lots, then it's going to be crap, especially power gain. Now, the fact is that this was with Spite as well, so if you had any buffs on your champion, then the fact is, well, it's not going to be great. We all know the story. We know this is incredibly frustrating, so what is being done? Well, first off, a lot of players are saying like, okay, use different things. You can use Doc Ock for this situation. Also looking at the fact that some players are going like, right, we run map 6 and what people are experiencing map 5 is kind of no different to what we'd expect from our difficulty. It's very difficult for people to kind of come together on that kind of way of thinking, but the fact is map 5 is always meant to be a scaled down version and isn't all about map 6 or even map 7, where it's all about you further pushing. You'd expect to spend more glory, you know, spending money, those kind of things. It's kind of wrong to expect to spend money on getting through stuff like Alliance Quest, but that's the state of affairs that we live in with the game. But let's continue on. Well, yesterday Kabam Mike said that, hey everybody, thank you for your patience. We're sorry we haven't replied earlier, but we can't really reply until we have something to share. We've taken your feedback to the team and they agree that this Hyperion is more difficult than we'd like it to be. So for the next series of Alliance quests, we're going to be implementing some changes. Stepping down Empathic Lock 3 to Empathic Lock 1 on both mini bosses. Replacing Oscillate. We are not locked on what this is going to change into yet. These are not yet final, but we will let you know the final details before it goes live. Kabam Mike goes on a little bit further just to explain the timer, where we've got Empathic Lock 1, where it used to obviously be the other version, and obviously there's a 8 seconds as opposed to the further amount, like 10 seconds. So it's a little bit of a step down, but not a huge amount. So for a lot of players, we still don't know what's actually been confirmed to change. I've got some inside information from Kabam on this, and they basically state that we are currently working on pushing out a short-term fix, but currently no ETA of when it will go live. Here is what we are changing. Damage reduction is being reduced from 90% to 50%. Fury is decreasing from 100% to 25%. Power gains are decreasing from 10% of bar per second to 2% of bar per second. We have a long-term plan for Can't Stop, Won't Stop, but more news on that will come at a later date. So there we have it. That is the information from Kabam. It will probably be announced. I usually get the Marvel Contest Champions news out at 1500 hours GMT on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. So this could be some information that's already being put out. So hopefully it will have a positive impact and won't be too frustrating for the community in future. What are your thoughts on this whole kind of situation? Are you happy with what they're going to do? Put it in the comment section below. And on to our final story, and it's arena predictions time. Now I'm going with quite high for the 5-star, 65 mil. I just felt that this is going to be one of those hype champions. The kind of Cull Obsidian of last month is this month's Namor. So that is where I'm going with that. The 4-star version, I'm going with 12 mil. I would probably say that there's going to be people that want to put in a bit more and to feel safe, and it could be people see up to 13 mil to even secure that. So let's just play devil's advocate and go 13 mil for that, with the 4-star Juggernaut going for a very slim 1.6 mil. I don't think the champion's going to go too high, but all predictions are below at the moment. And obviously if they're going to go for a 3-star, maybe it'll be about 1.55 mil for that one, but it's completely up to you on that. So there concludes your Wednesday edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news. All the links of the stories that we covered are in the description below. Also, thank you very much to all my members for all your support, and also my patrons. Massive thanks to you all. I'll probably put your names up to say obviously thank you very much for your continued support of me as a creator. Very much appreciated. If anyone wants to support me on Patreon or be a member, hit the links in the description below. The join buttons for the members, the Patreon link is for the Patreon. Thank you very much. Catch some of my other content here, and as well make sure to drop into a live stream tonight. I may be doing some Act 6.2. We're just kind of checking it out and just testing out some stuff. But yeah, come along if you think you want to come. Any case, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.